Welcome everyone. With me is Finlay. He went undefeated in Swiss at BH Copenhagen, and then he lost in the quarterfinals, which I found a bit odd because he quite likes a good semi out here. So he's here to present to you his undefeated in Swiss Vynnset deck tech. Finlay, anything before we begin?
Yeah, I've been forced to do this largely against my will, but
No, you haven't. Keep going.
It's okay. We'll get through this together.
Okay.
I play Vynnset. You may notice from past deck techs I've done with Tim. I've arranged the cards. We're going to go through them quite quick because we don't have a lot of time.
Finlay turned up late.
Tim was late. I run all the normal ring gates you'd expect. 3 Eloquent Eulogy.
Yeah.
3 Deathly Delights.
Yeah.
6 Deathly Whales, that's red and yellow.
Okay.
Makes rune chance kind of the crux of the deck.
Not tempted by the blues?
I just find it a bit low impact, to be honest. It doesn't feel great sending it's like 3 rune chance and then attack with 4. So something had to go. And it's another 3 cost, so I prefer getting some cheaper ones in just to kind of make things flow a bit better.
Makes sense to me, mate.
Having just said that, I will go to another 3 cost. But in Banshee, it comes in for 7, which that's its pretty much only benefit. But when you actually have an on man, obviously they're a big fan of 3 for 7s. When you have a big on hit like this to come, it can make a difference to push it through. Bantam Wraith, also another 2 cost rune gate. We're getting to the widespreads.
Yep.
Good old buddy Ruin.
Yeah.
Which people disrespect the most, but it contains some nice things.
It
it's
leads
quite nice
to their ruin.
It does indeed. It can actually help you accelerate your banish zone feeling, which is quite good.
Yeah.
So against fatigue decks, you can push a bit harder.
Okay.
Widespread Destruction, Arsenal Destruction, Widespread Annihilation. I actually only played 2 of these.
Yeah.
It's 4 costs, so it can be a bit more prohibitive.
Fair enough.
But it essentially resets the turn. Most of the time people will just give their entire hand, pitch to the rune chance, block 2 cards on the actual 6, so you get a nice little reset.
Okay.
And if they don't, you hit them with a cull as well and they get extra sad. That's good times. Go to the non-attack actions. Machination of Dominion. I love this card. Go again. Overpower. It's one of the rare cases where we actually get some evasion. There isn't any dominate in this deck. So this gives it a kind of nice kind of closer. Go again. Always great for rune gate cards. And because the overpower, you actually can force through some of the on-damage effects.
Okay.
Which is nice.
Okay.
Deadwood Dirge.
Yeah.
Everyone loves this card.
No,
So good, it got banned in, was it LL for
Yeah.
a short period of time. It's now back. It gives you enough rune chance so you can do a rune gate, so you don't have to worry about starting your turn with 1 rune chant. You will go up to 3. Hilariously, you can eat things like if someone does Codex of Frailty, and Rangers love seeing it, or they give you a blood rot, you can be like, oh, that's nice, that's cute. I'll just eat that up for an extra rune chant.
1 card 5, eh? Not bad.
Malefic Incantation, Game Changer. I run 6, 3 yellow, 3 red.
Yep.
It gives you rune chance, which you need as a Vynnset player. But it's just really nice to end your turn with a rune chant, or being able to follow on to another rune gate attack.
Yeah.
So what's quite nice is to do like a shadow non-attack action to give your Deathly Whale go again, pay the life, guarantee the rune chance for the next turn, but have Malefics on the board to make enough rune chance to do your second attack. So they kind of guarantee you to be able to push more power.
Yeah.
I run 2 Runeblood Incantations and 2 Sonatic Galaxias to round out the kind of aura package.
Did you used to run 3?
Once upon a time I did,
Yeah.
but I just found there wasn't enough room in the deck, and sometimes it can get a bit clunky. You rarely want to actually draw a Runeblood Incantation, you'd rather get off Sonatic Galaxia, but you can use a Tunic counter to pay for it. At the start of the game to a 0, you can pitch a card, I guess. Not the ideal scenario in room of Vynnset, having to actually pitch cards, but you know what, you do what you must. Little disruption package here, 3 culls.
Yep.
Everyone loves the card. It's such a good card. When I saw it released, absolutely bonkers. I'm fairly sure I've said that before in another deck type.
I'm not sure everyone loves it.
I think everyone loves it. I think it's official.
Oh, okay. I must have read something different.
It's a free pummel. It helps you finish your fill your banish zone more.
Yeah. And I suppose you could say when you have 2 sitting in your banish zone, that should just be a game winner,
I mean,
right? Right?
In theory, that should be a really good scenario. You can just guarantee. However, that doesn't always prove to be the case.
Okay.
We'll get to that hilarious story later.
Okay.
I run one Succumb main board.
Okay.
Some people will play around it all the time. And if people realise you don't run any of them, then they stop worrying about it. But if they see that one,
Yeah.
then they know there might be more. How's it going? I do have cards for you. Okay. 1 second. I'm going to pause the video. I'm just going to
We're live again. Warrior players, am I right?
Excellent. So we'll go to the sideboard. Actually, I should probably go through my equipment first. Before I get there. So obviously, every game, these two are my general go-tos.
Okay.
Flail, synergizes with the hero so well.
Yep.
Grimoire of the Haunt largely does nothing, but
It looks pretty
It
inculpable.
looks pretty inculpable, and it is AV1, and it can give you an Eloquence token when you really need to close the game out. It's got Blood Death, so you don't really want to do it early, but getting that Eloquence token so you can do a cull to start to pay a life, to force through effects can be great, and make it hard for them to block. You can also quite coolly play a Deadwood Dirge and then pop the Grimoire in response. And that way you can eat the Eloquence token with the Deadwood Dirge to give you an instant 3 rune chance, which is pretty cool.
I think so.
I think it's cool. Plays Purgatory in the matchups where it's good against other aggro decks. You can really just ruin someone's turn. It was really good in Assassins to relieve stuff that what's it even called now? I've forgotten. It's been so long since it got banned.
Bonds of Agony.
Bonds of Agony. Yeah. Essentially, sometimes they play Bonds of Agony. You just put this in front of it with 2 other cards and be like, "Not this turn, my friend. Not this turn." Hopefully, unless they like triple just nick it, double just nick it. But most of the time, it's pretty good. Worst case, they don't have a card to discard. It's a 5-block hat because you give an extra card, you get the card back. Spring Tunic, get a free resource every 3 turns. If you remember to get up, Vynnset's a good hero to remember to get up because you have another start of turn trigger. So
You have to be an absolute idiot to forget your Tunic.
you'd have to be a real dummy. Occasionally I still manage it, but I'd say Vynnset is one of the perhaps the easiest heroes to remember.
Yeah.
It does things like it pays for Spellbound Creepers. Largely, that's it. Sometimes you'll be able to play a Moonblood Incantation, or if you have to pitch for an attack, then you can. It can help. Very cool hand. Some people run. Oh gosh. What's the Grasp of the Arknight. I don't really like pitching, so I don't want to do that. This is just an automatic 2 rune chance, whatever you need. Arcane Barrier 1 as well, so at the start of the game you get to scare people with Arcane Barrier 4, where they realise that you're never going to pay Arcane Barrier. But there's 2 rune chances when you need. It's an emergency valve, it can just get you out.
Yeah.
So many bad situations. Spellbound Creepers, wall of text. It does crazy things. It enables some of the most broken plays. It's really good. We'd recommend.
Okay.
Okay, going sideboard now.
We're going to have to be quick here, I think.
Okay.
We're out of time.
Crown of Providence, I run this matchups where I don't want to run face Purgatory. It protects your arsenal, so you can arsenal safely. It allows you to be like, oh no, I've got a rune gate at the end of my turn. I'll jam in arsenal, I will crown it away at some point, it will give me a better hand. It can fix hands when they're absolutely rubbish.
Okay.
Static Carapace, largely it's a 3-block chess piece. Matchups like Dio, Syndra, where you're probably not going to get value out of creepers, you just want to not die. That's where it's good. For exactly the same reason, you have Bloody Oval, it is 1 health. it's 1 health. Use it early when you can, because there's going to be times when you can't use it and you're going to be annoyed at yourself at the end of the game when it sits there and you're both at 1 health and you're like, well, that was useless. Ebb and Fold and Dance of Darkness, these come in against Kano. Turns out Kano really dislikes Spell Void 4. Along with your AB4, I think they get unreasonably scared about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, just being able to deny that Aether Ball Fire for a huge amount can make the biggest of differences. Okay, rest of the sideboard cards. We have 3 Shadow Puppetry.
Yep.
Shadow, non-attack action, gives go again, can banish from the top of the deck. Most of the time people will respect it. A lot of the time people won't, and then you hit a call off top, and then they feel really stupid, and then they'll consistently respect it from that point on. +1, go again, Shadow, does everything the deck wants. Morvian Skies, a lot of the time people will respect this one.
Yeah.
3 ring chats quite a lot. I'm happy to end my turn with them if they think I'm just going to flail after. I'm generally not. But it's very good against Gravy Bones, who we'll see how much of a threat he is now. But just being able to guarantee you get 3 ring chats means you don't kind of waste your ring chats for the turn.
Yeah.
Or an attack you have to put into an ally. Oblivion, love it. Being a one-of, it's sometimes you don't see it when you really want to see it, or sometimes you see it when you really don't want to see it. 6 rune chance is a lot easier to get now, especially with the Malefics. You can do an attack with your rune chance, trigger the Malefics first. They make the rune chance before the first ones get reacted to, and you'll end up with 6. So you can summon it and then go on with the rest of your turn.
Okay.
It summons a Nazareth, a 6 power demon. That's great. If you actually get the demon out, it's 6 attack and 6 health. That's like a 12 damage one card 12. What?
Do you enjoy getting the demon out?
I very much enjoy getting the demon out. I think everyone enjoys getting the demon out occasionally. Reduce your enchant. It's a D-react. It gives you a enchant. It's a 0 for 4 if you play the game correctly and you have a enchant. Otherwise, you can sometimes use Tunic on it if need be.
Okay.
Very powerful. Haunted Magician, 4 block that you can discard to annoy Syndras, annoy Assassins.
And Asilios. No?
Occasionally Asilios. Prevents 2 damage. I bring it in against Kano as well because it's kind of a red that kind of pitches for 2 and gives you a enchant. This is a solid card. It's very reasonably flexible. Don't put it in your arsenal. 2 Shelter from the Storms. It's a very good card. Blocks 4. Again, Syndra, Flick Knife. Flick Knife is so prevalent that I think it'd be silly to run it in this meta, but I just didn't have room for more D-reacts. Sad. 2 more Succumbs in the sideboard. It's such a good card when it hits, but again, I bring it in against more aggro decks and people who are less likely to play around it, or people who you just have to disrupt, like Acilio and things like that. Yeah. If it hits, you basically ruin their turn and have a good little laugh. People love it. 3 Visage Demigon. It's a 0 for 3 Shadow non-attack action. You'll play it, and it'll give you +3. It's a very simple card, but it turns on your hero ability. So
okay.
Worth playing currently. If only there was another card coming out that maybe gave you +3, or maybe go again.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So Tim showed me all these spoilers.
No, he didn't.
Last 2 cards are Invert Existence.
You're welcome for those.
Thanks, Tim, because Tim didn't buy them for me. He just suggested to run them. I actually only run 1 in the tournament, and we'll go over this in a sec, because there's a few cards here which I don't have in my deck currently, but I brought them with me because I did play them in the tournament.
Wait, what? So this is fake?
A 1-of Invert Existence, but I've gone up to 2 now.
Okay.
Essentially, it's gravy counter. He plays a blue, puts an ally in the graveyard, discards another one, you banish 2 of them, he's upset because you ruined his turn.
Yeah.
Great times. So, what I had main deck was 2 Bending Demigons, which is a 0 for 4 when you play it for banish, and my theory was I put it into gravy minions and I don't feel too bad about losing it because it's only 4 damage as opposed to my bigger ones, which are like 6.
Why not Swarming Gloomveil instead?
Well, I also have Swarming Gloomveil.
Oh,
Good point, Tim.
what?
In the sideboard. For matchups like Gravy, where it's kind of a nice mid-turn refresh. You don't really want to use it when you have ring chants out, but you can also start your turn if you have 1 ring chant, but a bunch of Malefics on the board. It'll get go again, get 4, and we go.
Okay.
And yeah, that is the deck.
Finlay, round 1.
So, my round 1 opponent. I had a bit of a rough day before on the calling. I was like, well, maybe today will go better. And as Vynnset, I then round 1 matched up with a Verdance, which is arguably the worst matchup. I was like, oh, okay. One of those days. I play my first turn. I go first. I have 2 Malefics in hand. Okay, it's pretty good. Knowing Verdances, they tend to have a Scour, so I'm like, okay, I'll play 1, put 1 in Arsenal. Have a Blood Set card. We're good. His first turn, he scours me, obviously, as you do. I'm like, I played around this. We're good. We go back to my turn, play out another Malefic, draw some cards, play some attack, and his turn 2, he scours me again. I'm less happy about that. But we've drawn a hand, so I can play around it, so still keep some pressure. And then somehow I massively high roll him. I get a Nazareth out with Oblivion, and it hangs around for like 3 or 4 turns. He can't find a card to clear it. He eventually clears it, but I've built up a huge turn and do like a 4 attack turn for 35 damage, which I think it kills him.
Okay.
Which is pretty good. Feels pretty good. Winning a bad matchup, always a good start to the day.
Yeah. Should we quickly do round 2 as well while I have you?
Let's. So round 2 is where I embrace my villain arc. I am officially the bad guy. It is a very unfortunate situation. I turn up, I'm against the KO. It's quite a fun matchup. We're back and forth. I can't side too aggressively, can't side too offensively because he plays all blues. He can pitch to rune chats. We both reveal our setup, and he's presenting 0 AB. And I go, oh, okay. That's an interesting choice. I guess he just wants to go full aggro. Doesn't respect the Runeblade matchup. We get a few turns into the game, and I think it's my 2nd or 3rd turn, and I do my attack, and he starts looking at the rune chants and thinking, and I'm like, you don't have any AV. At which point he realizes he hasn't got AV, and it feels terrible. It's an awkward situation. We're a few turns in the game, decisions have been made. I played around him having no AB, so I've been stacking up a few more rune chants than I normally would.
Don't justify yourself.
I'm playing a bit more defensively, but yeah, it's a really shitty situation. If you're in a tournament, double check what gear you present, especially against arcane classes.
Especially if your opponent is Finlay Frere.
But yeah, I definitely felt like it was.
That's why they call me the Kasai.
He almost killed me in the end. He didn't. I still got there, but it was very, very close. He's really nice.
Yeah, I know everyone did.
And that was my round 2.
No.
So,
Round 3.
back to the story. Round 3 was a slippy, I believe. Round 3 was a slippy, I believe. Not much to say about the match. He played it very aggressively. I played it reasonably defensively. Just got there.
Nice.
Rolled Shadow Guardian. Round 4 was an Acilio, who he decided to play some Spell Void gloves into me instead of the normal Acilio gloves. I think afterwards he said he was just testing it out just to see.
Just in round 4 of the Battle Hardened,
Just decided to test it out. It didn't pay off for him. I disrupted all his possible combo turns. I had like a cull, scratching my leg, I'm gonna shoot leg. Sorry, I'll keep my hands above board. He just comboed. He couldn't combo me properly. I culled him on his combo turn. It was just good round for me.
So that's your round 4.
That was my round 4.
Excellent.
How did you?
Okay. All right, round 5.
So round 5 was a puffin.
Yeah.
And I actually lost to a puffin the day before, so I'd gone a bit too defensive.
Yep.
So I sideboarded a bit more aggressively, and we just squeaked through in the end. She's one of those annoying decks where she plays aggressively, but are you going up my nose?
No, no.
I'm going down.
It's a really small nose. It'd be very hard to do.
I do. And so they can play aggressively, but they can also play defensively. They have a lot of blues, so kind of have to really switch. Don't make it weird, Dan. The round 6 was Dio. I quite like my Dio matchup. I play defensively, hit him with disruption, don't let him keep 5-card hands, and you're playing my Sunflower Samurai. My Sunflower Samurai. And then, so that went quite well for me. And then round 7, I was already locked, but I was against a Prism, which is a good matchup, I would say, reasonably good. I actually went terribly. I think she was ahead of life for about 4 turns. I didn't get to attack her for like 7 turns. She just kept playing auras, which had to be dealt with. So I had to just keep eating a bit of blood dirt and paying life to flail them. It was quite an irritating game, but we got there in the end.
Nice.
Unpreventable shadow rune chant damage is pretty good against Prism.
Yes. And then, how did your top 8 run go? You were undefeated in Swiss, Finlay.
Really good about myself. I then pair into none other than this guy on Slippy.
What? But he was X2. He only got in because of a draw, right?
Exactly. A technicality, what am I saying? He's played against my deck quite a lot. He runs a bit of a different Slippy list. I know he can possibly fatigue. So I have to kind of side it differently. I didn't side aggressively enough, and my deck hugely punished me by giving me about 4 turns of just all attack hands. Apart from the first turn where I got Cull in Banish. I actually got 2 Culls in Banish, and then they stayed there for a long time. I didn't find a way to actually push damage through. So I think I was about 16 life below by the time I actually didn't do any damage. It was pretty bad. The game did not last long. Very sad. And that was the end of my run. So, despite going pretty well, I still lost Elo.
Okay.
It was a tough time. And it was funny.
Well,
I had a good time.
Congrats on your run.
Did well.
It's another top with Vynnset, so
Still up there.
you know what you're
Still
doing
got it.
most of the time, it seems.
Most of the time. Don't draw all attack hands in multiple turns of the game. Especially because it means you'll draw multiple non-attack hands later in the game when you really need attacks. But yeah, it happens.
Don't get
Very
married
happens.
into Finbaird, because you will lose Elo at the end of the day.
Generally, that doesn't happen. Generally, you're okay going into Finbaird. But not this time.
Oh.
He played well. And actually, the finals were super exciting to watch. It was a fun matchup. It was a shame. He almost got there.
Any closing words besides those closing words?
Yeah, Tim's got a sponsorship deal on. You should probably edit that out.
Edit what out, Finlay? I don't know what you're talking about. Everyone, goodbye.